It's 7 a.m. and we are going for a weekend long run. Last night I changed pods because I could smell insulin coming out. And this morning I woke up and the first thing I saw when I checked my controller was that my blood sugar was 76. But then I got up out of bed and checked it again and my sensor is not available right now. That's kind of an interesting spot to be at. Maybe the sensor is giving a false reading, I'm not sure. Either way, I'm gonna pre-fuel with a little granola bar, and I have some Gatorade as well. And with me on the run, I'm gonna take a builder bar that has a good amount of protein and just some heavier carbs that should sustain me a little better. Ruby. Came back online. I was at 187. I also ate that protein bar that I was going to take with me because I want those heavy carbs before we start. I don't want to drop low. I'm now at 256. I decided I am going to take a little bit of insulin, so I took 20 carbs worth, which is 2 units, and I'm taking with me some gels, and I have a Gatorade that I'm going to take some sips on before we start. Alright, so my blood sugar when I started was at 286. I just checked it earlier, it was at 202. And now my sensor is once again not working. So that could be for a number of reasons, but it's typically because there's a lot of momentum. That's when I see my sensor give me that warning. So I'm guessing it's dropping. I feel good, and I can kind of feel when my blood sugar is dropping fast. It's like my energy is being kind of drained. So I'm just gonna keep checking. Hopefully it comes back online. I do have a gel on me, so I have something to catch a low if I need to, but I did take those 2 units of insulin beforehand. That could be causing my blood sugar to drive down really fast, but I also had that protein bar. I had some coffee that had some carbs in it. So yeah, we'll see. Keep you updated. Sensor just came back online and I'm at 75 with a down arrow. So my suspicion was right. The momentum was falling, so my sensor went into like its processing mode, trying to figure out if that's accurate. Catching it a little later than I went to. I just took a 30 carb gel. I'm basically at the end of the run. So now the challenge is I'm gonna stop running in about 5 minutes, and I'm gonna have to take a bolus for that gel. And that's just always a tricky part for me, is like how much of that gel is gonna be turned into energy, leaving me with less insulin to take, and I'm not sure how much to take. So I think it's just a matter of keeping an eye and monitoring my numbers post-run. I'm still building out a post-run strategy for my blood sugar. Post-run follow-up, I felt really good physically. I can really feel my fitness level improving. My heart rate doesn't spike like it used to. I feel like I could have kept going, and that's a really good sign to me. My blood sugars were a little bit of a different story. And the main issue is really my fear of high blood sugars and that motivating me to take too much insulin. The mistake I made was I saw my blood sugar at 286 before we started running, and I had eaten a protein bar to give myself some heavy carbs to keep my blood sugar sustained. But because of that fear of highs, I decided that's too high and I need to take 2 units of insulin to try to correct it. And that was just too much. My insulin sensitivity during exercise is super high, so I crashed during the run. Toward the end of it, I saw that my numbers were at 75, and by the time I got in the car, they were at 63. The other big issue I'm having is with my Libre 2 Plus sensor. It is constantly saying it's not able to give readings. Even right now, for the last hour, it just says temporary sensor problem. So I didn't know that I was crashing because I couldn't see any numbers. It's stressful and just kind of annoying to have technical issues because that's kind of out of my control. So there's some lessons I learned with what I can control, which is I need to get over my fear of highs when it comes to exercise and not take so much insulin. But then there's some things I can't control, like the tech, and I just need to learn how to adapt to that. So overall, great run, great learning experience, and we just keep learning and keep going.